Hey guys, welcome to Alice and Anna. My name is Anna, and today we're having a weird video. So I'm actually meeting a friend, so I'm gonna finish getting ready. But Alice told me just like, I was like asking her for ideas, and she was like, dude, just sit in front of the camera and like talk about what's been going on with your life. So I'm gonna give it a try. Why not? If we get 0 views, that's fine. Because this is a channel for us and like good vibes, positive vibes only. Let's give context about my life because a lot of you probably don't know me. So I am actually 21 years old. I'm from Mexico and I'm actually currently in Mexico even though I live in London. I study film and TV. What else? What do I have to say about myself? I feel like I'm in school on the first day and you're like, tell us a little bit about yourself, and you have zero things to say. That's what's going on. I've always been kind of like the sporty kid. I did bad in school. Like I'm so bad at exams and stuff like that. I live with anxiety. I'm dyslexic. I've had both of my knees operated on. I actually wear glasses, and I think those are just random facts about me. So basically what happened is that at the beginning of March, I was like, this pandemic isn't gonna be that bad. And my parents were like, it is gonna be bad. And I was like, no way! Like, the UK is so open, and like, Boris Johnson was telling us that nothing was gonna happen, which, yeah, Boris Johnson, what the fuck? Alice and our other flatmate, our previous flatmate, left and went home because of the pandemic, which, like, smart of them, right? Very smart. So they flew home and I stayed there for I think a couple of weeks, and I was like working from home because I worked a part-time job. Well, I worked almost full-time, but it was a part-time job in a renewable energy company. We were on holiday, so we weren't in school yet, and I was just like staying at home because like pandemic. So I was like, oh, it's fine, like it's gonna last like a month, it's fine, you know. And after those 2 weeks, I noticed that I was gonna go crazy by myself because I mean, I love being by myself, but I'm also a very, very like anxious person. So I just love leaving and walking around and just doing a lot of those things that I just couldn't do in the apartment. So my parents were like, just fly to Mexico, like just come home. And I was like, sure. So I packed for a month, literally. Like I brought like 5 shirts, I kid you not. I bought my ticket and I left on Friday. Like I think I bought it on Tuesday and I left on Friday. Like the options for buying my ticket was like with a layover in the US or a direct flight. And the direct flight was like, I think £100 more expensive. And I pay for those flights, right? Like my parents don't help me out with that. So I was like, I'm gonna get the layover. But like I saw that Italy was closing and Spain was closing and everybody was closing, and I was like, oh no. And that's when the US was getting bad. And I was like, oh, I think I'm just not gonna do that. I think I'm just gonna take the direct flight, you know, whatever. Like, so I spent that money, and thank God I did, because that same Friday they closed the border in the US, so they were like, my flight would have been canceled and I wouldn't have been able to come home, because on the next Monday I think all flights to Mexico were canceled. So oh my god, like I got so lucky. But anyways, so I'm home. I've been here since the end of March, so that is almost 6 months, I believe. It's been a long time. I really miss London. I booked back, so I had my flight back and it got canceled, it got pushed, I think for like a month, and I was like, okay, that's fine. And then it got canceled again, it got pushed. And then it got canceled again and they gave me an open ticket. So now I have an open ticket. And what happened was that I asked for permission at work if I could go to Mexico and work from home, because we were already working from home by then. So I was like, it's fine, right? And they were like, yeah, it's great, it's perfect, no worries at all. And I think it was like a month in or 2 months in that I got laid off. Like all part-timers got laid off. So we all lost our jobs in the middle of the pandemic. So of course I have no job, right? So I'm like, oh my god, how am I gonna pay for everything? Because I pay for my expenses in London. Like my parents don't help me out with that. So like I have to maintain myself with the money that I earn. And I was like, oh my god, no, what am I gonna do, you know? So I was like, okay, I'm gonna put off going back to London for a little bit, so that, because when I'm home I don't really spend that much money. And then what happened was that my passport actually expired, and I have a Spanish passport, so I don't actually need a visa in the UK, but it expired. And like Mexicans were banned, and I think we're still banned in Europe. Like we can't travel because we're not doing really well with the pandemic. So what happened was that I needed to like renew my passport, and I was like, all the embassies were closed. They weren't doing anything. I would call them and they would be like, we're not open, you know, like you can't do anything. And I was like, dude, I have to get back, you know, Because the thing is, they also take a month to give you your passport. Like you do the whole like you issue it, and then they take a month to give the passport to you. So I was like, dude, I really need this done now because I need to go back to uni at some point. Anyways, I barely got my passport, like, well, I haven't even picked it up yet because they haven't confirmed that it's already here, but I got my appointment done a month ago. So like, and it's September, like, and I started doing this, I think it was April. Like, it's crazy, insane, whatever. So I have an expired passport, no job, and then on top of that, uni just put up their prices. They put up the prices 3%. So my parents were like, I don't know if you're gonna go back to uni. And I was like, what do you mean you don't know if I'm going back to uni? Like, because like, I mean, the economy is like falling down all over the place, right? So that was fun. And honestly, I spent a really long time not knowing if I was gonna like go back to London, which was horrible, to be honest. I did not like that at all. But anyway, so I was like basically like stranded here in Mexico, and I was like, how am I gonna go back to London? Like, and I don't, maybe I won't. And like the rent was being paid, and I was like, like I want to live out the rent because the rent money is like, you know, we're paying, but you're not there, and it's so frustrating. Yeah, and it just took a lot of like convincing with my parents of like to let me go back, but whatever. But what I've been doing in quarantine and what's going on in my life is that I finally got everything together, and I'm actually gonna go back to London. So yay, 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 yay. I think I spent like 3 months or 2 months like not knowing A, when I was gonna go back, and B, like whether I was gonna go to uni or not, which was a little bit scary, I'm not gonna lie, because I was like, I don't think I'm ready to like go work in the real world yet. Like, I still want to be a student for a couple of years more, which is exactly what I have left of my uni life. But what's been really fun though is that I actually met someone during the pandemic who was actually a friend of my sister's, and I started dating him, and that's been going on. Like, I'm dating someone in the middle of a pandemic. Like, a pandemic had to happen for me to date someone. Isn't that crazy? But I also started like looking for jobs because I was like, I need to like save up, because once I go back to London, I'm basically gonna live off of my savings until I find a job. So I applied to like 4 or 5 jobs, I think, I don't remember, and they were all like in the creative media thing. Like, it was finally something that was like focused to my uni degree, which was amazing, because like in London I was just working in retail, or support desk analyst was my job title. So like I wasn't really doing anything that I really loved, so I was like looking towards those areas. And it was really hard because everybody was editing from home, or like nothing was being filmed. So I spent a lot of time like unemployed. I was just working with my mom at her hardware store. 3 weeks ago, I actually got a job as like a salesperson for this like fun initiative of like getting money for production companies so that they can like, you know, get stuff going with like, it's sports, it's the film industry, and it's also like literature and art and all of that. So that was super cool. I'm still kind of working on that. I'm not like, it's basically you work by commission, so I'm not like going to the office or like a 9 to 5 or anything. But yeah, I'm working on that. And then out of the blue, 2 days ago, I got hired by Aristegui Noticias, which is like a big news station, and I got hired for like social media and videos. So that's super exciting. So I'm gonna do both, because the other one is just by sales, so it doesn't take that long, and you literally talk, like they take half of the sales. Like, you pitch the idea, and if they like it and they're interested, I just pass it to my supervisor, and she's the one that sells the projects. It's just a lot of calling people and stuff, so it's gonna be fine. And I'm also just working part-time in Aristegui Noticias, which is so fun. I mean, I haven't started. We had our first meeting yesterday, but I'm starting Monday, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Like, first of all, these 2 jobs, like the first one is a lot about like producing, and I really love producing. So like getting to know that facet of like getting the money and how do you do it, and like how does the legal stuff work and all of that, it was really like fun and informative for my career, so that's great. And then the second part is a lot more creative, and it's a lot more about like editing, which I love. Like, that's why we started this YouTube channel, because I just wanted to edit a lot, and I was like, I mean, I know that I just don't do like crazy edits like Alice, like she's insane, but I love editing, and I love, like, even though it's so simple, I love it. I'm also gonna learn a lot about journalism, because they're gonna like start teaching me like how to write and all of that. And I mean, I know how to write, but like journalistic notes, And then they're also gonna like, I'm gonna learn a lot about like social media and all of those things, because they know that I'm young and they're trying to like staff up with younger people to get like a fresh perspective, and so they're willing to like teach us. So that's super fun. I'm gonna learn so much. I'm gonna stay there for a month, and since everything is from home, it's work from home, I might, if they like me and if it works, I probably will take that job to London. I'm actually gonna make a video soon about like how to get a job and like how to apply to jobs, what to do on your resume, and like how to get ready for interviews, because I've had a big range of jobs by now. I've worked in like I've worked in like 7 or 8 places, so I have experience on that. But yeah, so I'm super excited. That's what's really been going on. I'm going back to London in a month. I officially, like, I haven't bought my ticket yet, even though I have an open ticket. I will not do that unless I have my passport in hand, because embassies tend to screw me over. So I'm just gonna wait until I have my passport so that I don't have to like buy another ticket just in case, you know. And since it's an open ticket, I could like call and say I want to leave tomorrow, and if there's space, I'll leave tomorrow. So once I pick up my passport, I'm gonna bug my ticket back, and I'm so excited because Sergio just moved in. Sergio, if you do not know, Alice and me are best friends, but Sergio is like our third. It's our third. He's like our wingman. He's like our child. He's our child, because Alice and I are married. I'm the mom, Alice is the dad, and Sergio is our child. And he just moved in, and it's gonna be so exciting. They're already there. So I'm a little bit behind on like the moving in time, but it's gonna be so fun. I just miss them like crazy. I actually remembered something that I did it during quarantine that I like super important. So Sergio and me are working on a project. We're opening a production company, which is super exciting, and we're getting the logo done, and we already have, well, Sergio did an incredible documentary, and it's not officially out because we're doing like the festival circuit, but it's a beautiful documentary. So we've been working a lot on like the rules of collaboration and like how are we gonna like, you know, how we're gonna get clients and all of that. So we're building the site, like the name, everything. We've just been doing a lot of that. So that's been super fun, super exciting, and I cannot wait till we go back to London because we have so many projects in line. I don't know, I'll probably make a video about it as well, and I'll make a video about like how the production, like the name of the production company, the logo, like what we do. At the moment, the site is just for the documentary, and we have a little section about like the production company. It's called SHOREBOAT Productions, and it is the link right here, and I'll leave the link in the description box below. I mean, right now there's only the trailer for the documentary that Sergio made, and there's not a lot on it. We're changing a lot of things, so like, sorry. We have like so many friends that are interested in working with us, and we have such talented friends as well, so that's gonna be so exciting, and I just can't wait to go back to London. It's a whole thing. Yeah. I don't know if you like this type of video. I really liked like just sitting and chatting. I do love chatting. I'm a chatty person, but you know, if you like this video, like let us know, because I've been thinking of starting this like new like trend on the channel or whatever of like just sitting down and chatting and just talking about life in general. Like today was very much about my life and what I've been doing in the pandemic and all of that, but I've been thinking of like, you know, like talking about relationships or talking about like friendships or like something very particular. Like let's just say that I want to talk about like long distance relationships, and like I can do like tips and like my thoughts and all of that. It's my last month in Mexico, so I'm definitely gonna like make the most out of it, but I cannot wait to go back and get ready for some like cool content, because once I'm back we're gonna like officially start doing more videos together. And I'm sorry it was such a mess. Like I don't really know how to finish this video, or like if you have any questions about my life or about quarantine or about anything in general, just comment down below and I will answer your questions. But also I don't know how to end this video, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you like this video. I hope you're doing okay out there, and that uni or online classes are doing great. You're gonna kill this. You can do this. It's okay. What else do I need to say? Oh well, we upload every Monday and Thursday, so check out those videos and subscribe if you haven't, if you want. And I will see you soon. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye bye.